game up, they make a thirst-quenching adult beverage with a special blend of electrolytes, like your favorite sports drink, but with a little kick. It comes in 4 great flavors: fruit punch, orange, lemon, lime, and grape.
That's right, guys. And it's only 110 calories, so it's low carb, so you can drink game up and not feel guilty about it. Some fight announcements just recently made.
Yeah, Henry Cejudo just signed on to fight Song Yadong on the same card that Dominic Cruz is back against Rob Font, February 22nd in Seattle. Very interesting matchups.
Yeah, I'm actually even, I think, a little more curious about Cruz and Font, in particular Cruz, because we just haven't seen Cruz in a little while.
Yeah.
But he is always such a student of the game, and I think the time away sometimes is good for athletes, but he's getting at that point where he's getting older too in a smaller weight class. So I'm really curious to see how Dominic Cruz performs against Rob Font, who's shown up recently that, you know what, he's maybe not, top 5, but he's one of the best still in the game. He's still a worthy, tough opponent. So that's an interesting fight right there.
And Cruz has recently talked about he knows he's getting near the end of his career. He hasn't said when his last one could be, but anyone at this point could be his last fight. So worth checking them all out. And then obviously Cejudo back after losing to Merab, who is now champ after his layoff. So tough matchup against Song Yadong. Obviously different strategy going into that, where Song's going to be doing a lot of striking, but Cejudo can take it anywhere. So looking forward to it. It's a good fight night.
Yeah, Cejudo's great. I mean, well-rounded and still going to be one of the best. But again, much like Cruz, takes a little time off. Song Yadong, a tough challenger. So interesting matchup. I love the bantamweight division. I love what all these guys are there. I'm going to miss some of these names as they go, so I kind of enjoy it now while it's here.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing maybe if both guys win, or either way, a Cruz versus Cejudo matchup. So
yes, book that. Dern, Ribas 2. And we're going to talk about the co-main event and main event of this show. Before that, Chevy, any fights you want to call out on this card?
Well, I would just like to say I'm really jonesing for some UFC, so I'll probably watch this one start to finish, especially it's an early start time. Main card starts at 7 p.m., so It won't be too late for us. On the undercard, keep an eye out for Punahele Soriano. I think he's coconut bombs. Not always getting the win, but definitely always having an exciting fight. Christian Rodriguez, C-Rod, who had that win over, who's that super young guy? I can't think of his name now.
Oh, C-Rod you're talking about?
Yeah, C-Rod. He gave the, oh my God, what's his name?
He just came up too, right?
I'm gonna have to cut this part out of the podcast. We can't remember. Young prospect. He's like 19 years old, but he got a win over him. Stop the hype train a little bit. Also on this undercard, could be fight of the night. Honestly, Chris Curtis versus Roman Kopylov. Excellent matchup. Both guys super well-rounded and skilled. So trying to get back to title contention. Raul Rodriguez or Raul something. is the guy that Christian Rodriguez. I gotta look it up. Now. We're gonna stop the show here because it's driving me insane.
That's all right. I almost got it actually for you here.
Raul Rojas Jr. All right, now that you know what, guys, there hasn't been fights for a little while. Yeah, cut us a break. We're a little rusty. I had a long day. We're moving on.
He hasn't eaten yet.
Yeah, I haven't eaten yet. All right, let's get into a couple good matchups here. Let's get into this co-main event. Santiago Pontzinibbio versus Carlston Harris.
Carlston Harris is 19-6, 5 KOs, 6 subs, 8 decisions, 4-2 in the UFC. Only losses were to Chaos Williams and Shavkat Rakhmonov, so no shame in that, but he was finished in the first round and knocked out by each of those guys too. So it's not like those fights were competitive either, if we're going to be honest. Pontzinibbio, 29-8, 16 KOs, 6 subs, 7 decisions, only on a 2-fight losing streak, but has only won 1 out of his last 5 fights as well. This is a guy that's been around forever. He's an exciting fighter, fight of the night 3 times, performance of the night 3 times, but he's been through so many wars, and he's really probably towards the end of his UFC career. I'll say that. But back against the wall, he can crack, and Harris is coming off a couple knockout losses not too long ago. I'm going to pick Pontzinibbio. I'll say he'll get this done. I'll say they start swinging, and I'll say he gets this done in round 1. But if it goes later on, I'll say Harris finds a way to win a decision.
Yeah, a couple of 37-year-olds, and like you said, Pontzinibbio has lost. He's lost 5 of his last 7, in fact.
Oh, okay.
And then Harris, his only losses, 2 very dangerous guys in Chaos Williams and Shavkat. But overall, Pontzinibbio has been fighting the much tougher guys for a very long time. But I don't see him getting the win personally. I think I hope I'm wrong. He's exciting, and they say Power's the last team to go. But I just can't see him getting the win. I'm going to pick Harris. I think it's by decision, though, because I don't see him knocking out Pontzinibbio either. So,
yeah.
I'm going to pick Harris
has to do it early, but like I said, his back's against the wall. So if he's going to do it, now's the time. And Harris is definitely he's been knocked out, so that's why I kind of think the shot's there. But you're right, very easily. That's why I say very easily, and then just gets out of the first round. I'd say that's probably Pontzinibbio's shot right there.
His chances definitely go down after that.
Yeah, I would think so.
Let's talk about this main event. I'm excited for this one too. Mackenzie Dern versus Amanda Ribas 2.
Ribas is 13-5, 4 KOs, 4 subs, 5 decisions. She's 7-4 in the UFC. She won the prior meeting with Dern by decision. She has been TKO'd 3 times in her career. Dern is 14-5, has no knockouts. 7 subs, 7 decisions. She's 2-2 in her last 4 fights. 9-5 overall in the UFC, and she's only been TKO'd once. That was to Jessica Andrade. Mm-hmm. She's had performance of the night 3 times, fight of the night 3 times. She's actually tied Rose Namajunas for the second most post-fight bonuses for UFC women's strawweight division history. So she's one of the more exciting strawweight fighters, I would say. I think her striking has improved over time. I think both these women have improved, and obviously Ribas was good enough to win the first time. But I'm going to say that Dern's improvement on the feet is going to be the difference here. And I think it'll be enough for her to either get a decision or it'll open up stuff for a submission, possibly. Yeah, so I'll go Dern, and I'll say 3rd round submission.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. Yes, Amanda got that decision win back in 2019. Both ladies have gotten better, but Ribas is inconsistent. Dern hasn't had the best of luck lately either, but she's only lost outside of Marina Rodriguez. All of the girls that she's lost to have fought for a title after that. So she's losing to the top level people. And now she's back with striking coach Jason Perillo, who she had gone away from for a little bit. And she looked excellent in that Lupi Godinez fight. Her striking looked on point. So I think she's back to that vast improvement where she's gotten leaps and bounds better in the striking. We know she has the excellent submission skills. So I agree with you 100%. I think chances are, if she doesn't win a decision, which I think she's going to do this, I think she's going to clip Ribas at some point. Ribas will be a little bit overconfident on the feet, and she'll get clipped because Dern is not afraid to wade into the fire to land her own shot. So I think she lands a shot, gets a knockdown, and jumps on a submission. And I think it'll be round 3 as well. So I'm picking Dern by submission round 3.
Enjoy the fight night this weekend and enjoy Game Up.
If you haven't tried Game Up, then you are missing out. Imagine your favorite seltzer and your favorite sports drink had a baby, but it's way better than that. Each can is 110 calories, low carb, 4.9 ABV. It's a nice light drink that is not light on flavor. Game Up comes in fruit punch, orange, lemon, lime, and grape. Pick it up at drinkgameup.com or at your nearest liquor store.